5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're live. And it's another edition of hashtag Be Fabulous You February. And we're talking today about goals. But I really want to talk about goals in a larger context. So I'm going to link you to my video from a year ago, 8 months ago, 12 months ago, 14 months ago, I don't know. But the last video that I did talking about goal setting from my hashtag Be Fabulous You A to Z playlist. So check that out. And I'm going to link it as soon as I can, but you can search my channel and find it under that playlist. But I wanted to talk about goals in the context of the goals that we have should grow from something. And what our goals should grow from, ideally, I think, is our visions. I think that the way that I was trained, the way that I process, the way that I think about it is vision, mission, goals. So actually, before you get to goals, it's really, really important and a valuable exercise to spend time and to visit and revisit and think about what your vision is. When I talk about vision, I'm talking about your vision for an ideal world. If the world was the way that you thought, happy Love Day, happy Valentine's Day, happy Black Love Day. If the world was the way that you thought it should be, like, what would that world look like? Like for me, and so my work comes from having done some vision work. So to me, in an ideal world, people are being exactly who God created them to be. People are free to move about and do the things that they feel called and guided to do. People have plenty of food. People have plenty of water. People have plenty of freedom. People have plenty of opportunity to learn and grow and support each other in their learning and growing and studying. If you want to be the person who studies, astrology for 20 years, you have the resources and the support to do that. And, if you're a person who feels called to work with children, then you work with children. If you feel called to dance, you dance. If you feel called to act, you act. If you feel called to write, you write. And people are doing the things that they're called to do from their hearts and from their souls. And everyone is doing what God created them to do. And everyone is being who God created them to be. That's like my vision of the ideal world. And when I look around, what I think is that a lot of times we feel like limited in what we can do because we feel, concerned about money. We feel concerned about the way that other people will perceive us. We feel concerned about our ability to do what might be our vision or what might be our calling or what might be in our heart. We don't feel free to be who we are. We don't feel free to be fully and fabulously ourselves. And so in my world, people are, in my ideal world, in my vision of an ideal world, people are fully and fabulously exactly who they are. Not guided by what's in style or what other people say they should be or what other people think they should be or how other people think they should feel, but guided by themselves. And like we're more connected. We're connected deeply. We're deeply connected to the God within us, and we're guided by the God within us, and God speaks to each one of us differently. Every flower looks different. Every blade of grass looks different. As God speaks to that tree branch or this blade of grass or this flower, they evolve and develop differently and in their special and unique and beautiful way. And so it is with us. So that's my vision. What is your vision? When you think of an ideal world, what does it look like? And in my world, instead of people spending time, people spend time on the things that they love and on things that are important for them individually, for their family, and for us as a community and for us as a world. So we're learning and developing and growing spiritually and emotionally and mentally and socially and in our relationships. Like, maybe someone who's very creative now and spends their time trying to figure out how to get us to buy more Cheetos. What would they, in my ideal world, it wouldn't even be people would be, that person would be spending that time and energy, making cute commercials, creating something that is, more in alignment with God. Like, to me, in my mind, it's sort of like Cheetos and God. I mean, I'm not trying to say that Cheetos are evil, but I'm just like, yeah. So I feel like starting with my vision, starting with your vision. What is your vision? What does your ideal world look like? If you could just, scrap everything that is and create the world as you see it in your heart and your soul and in your ideal situation, what does that world look like? And then the next step is getting clarity about your unique gifts and talents. Like my unique gifts and talents are supporting people. So for example, even though I want to be that girl who in a group of people, I don't want to be that girl whose period always changes when I'm with a group of women. But I am. I don't think of myself as that way. I think of myself as like a leader, and like everybody's period is going to sync with mine. But my period always syncs with other people. I am gifted and talented. Even my body knows it as a support person. My strength lies in supporting people and being their best selves, and supporting people and looking good. When I'm doing administrative work, like in that role, it's like stuff just works. Even when I was a little kid, I was never the popular kid, but the popular kid would be close to me. So the popular kid would be my best friend. The popular kid would be chasing me around, and all of the other children would be chasing the popular kid around, but they would never be chasing me. But it was like I don't know how to explain it exactly, but my role is supporting people in being their best selves, extraordinary people, excellent people, outstanding people, people who are leaders and innovators. I'm a support person for that. And so that's where my work comes. Be Fabulous You is supporting people in being their best selves from the inside out and the outside in. Because, I've learned through my theater career that even though the inside out is really, really important, and, you could almost discount, things that are external and things from the outside in, I've learned through experience that when you do a makeover or when someone feels good from the outside in, it really has an impact on them on the inside as well. So I always count that in the mix as well as an important part of the thing. And so when you take your vision of the world, like a world where people are being their best selves, and then I look at my individual mission, my individual calling, my individual strengths, which are a support person, then comes my mission, my goals, my work, my assignment, which is supporting people in being their best self, supporting people in being fully and fabulously who they are. So that is, and then from there, you look at, okay, so I have Be Fabulous You. Now, what are my goals for, this business over a lifetime? What are my goals for this work over, a 10-year period? What are my goals for this work over a 20-year period, a 5-year period, a 3-year period, a 1-year period, a 3-month period, a 6-month period, a 1-month period, a 1-week period, a 1-day period? Like once you get kind of like that big vision, then you can start to break it down. So that's what I wanted to talk about today. Just inviting you and us all to think about, spend time, put energy in visualizing, connecting with our vision of an ideal world, connecting with our unique and personal gifts and talents, and how we can use our unique and personal gifts and talents to be about the business of building and creating that ideal world that we visualize. And then how that connects with your goals for your lifetime, your decade, your year, your quarter, your month. I don't know what that sound was, but that's what I got. Be you, be fabulous, be fabulous you. Like, comment, subscribe. We're working on 1,000 subscribers. So thank you if you are one of my first 1,000 subscribers. If not, go ahead and subscribe. Likes, comments, shares, subscriptions, all of that don't hardly cost you anything, but maybe a couple of seconds of typing, but probably just like, not even that. Just send a gift. Somebody just send a gift. So, but the content that you get, it has value. If it has value to you, like, comment, share, subscribe. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being you. Thank you for being fabulous. Be you. Be fabulous. Be fabulous you. Be you.